Good morning, Vietnam. Hello, friends. I'm currently in Saigon. This is my third year in a row visiting Vietnam, but this year is a little more special than the previous ones because this time I got both my boys with me. Woohoo! Just a quick question for those Viet Kieu parents out there. When you take your children to visit Vietnam with you on a trip, is the trip more for you or is it more for your children? For me, taking my kids to Vietnam is an item on my bucket list, so clearly it is for me. Having said that, my hope is that, well, my boys are still a little young, they're only 16, so my hope is that in a few years, when they are a little older, a little more mature, they will look back at this trip and realize that it is also for them. That's my hope. Anyway, you BBH parents out there, let me know how you feel about this subject. Now, what you see behind me is the swimming pool of the Sherwood Residence Hotel, where I'm staying at this year. Last year, I rented an Airbnb at the Landmark 81. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. This time I got the same 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom suite at the hotel, but it is a whole lot better than the Airbnb at the Landmark 81. All right, it's a little more expensive, but it's well worth it. I'm not shilling for the Sherwood Residence Hotel. They didn't pay me a dime. Just saying. Anyway, just to give you an idea of its location, this Sherwood Residence Hotel is located on Pasteur Street, within walking distance from the Independence Palace in Dok Lap. All right, now let's go eat. Okay, it's time to eat. So to start off our food tour, we've come to Tam Ba Ghien for, naturally, tam, broken rice, a favorite dish of everyone in our family. If you search on social media, you find that Tam Ba Ghien is consistently mentioned as one of the best tam restaurants in Saigon. Alas, Tam Ba Ghien didn't wow me. The pork chops were a little bit on the dry side. However, I'm still going to give Tam Ba Ghien the benefit of the doubt and give it a pass. Let me explain. You see, I came here late at about 4 p.m., already way past lunchtime. The restaurant was practically empty, so I suspect the pork chops they served us weren't freshly grilled, but leftovers from lunchtime, and hence the dryness of the meat. On the other hand, The milk mia, sugarcane juice, is so refreshing and complements the cơm tấm very well. It strikes a perfect balance between savory and sweet. I'm on my second day in Saigon. It's still very early in the morning, and I'm at Nham Cafe to get a cup with Luan while my boys are still back at the hotel sleeping. Nham is a popular coffee shop in Saigon for two main reasons. Number one, it stays open 24 hours a day. Number two, it has a very interesting and charming decor, an old library theme. There's a second floor, but I didn't go up due to bad knees. Also, I'm told by the barista, the shop is very popular with students coming here to study late at night, due to it being open around the clock. Overall, I really like this cafe and would definitely recommend it. For breakfast, Luan wants to check out this Rieu Phan restaurant, known for its Rieu, of course. Keep in mind, it's still early in the morning, so don't let the empty and modest-looking restaurant set you back. Luan is a Rieu fiend and knows exactly where to find the best Rieu restaurants in town. I always trust her choice. This one is no exception. The Rieu here is excellent. The broth is sweet and aromatic. The seasoning of the snail and crab cake is on point. Highly recommend. For lunch, I'm taking Chance and Cliff to BBH Dong Ba, except for Chance, who can't handle spicy food very well. Everyone in this family is a fan of BBH. The BBH here is actually pretty good, but there's one thing I find unusual, and that's the clear broth. You see, every BBH I've tried before has kind of a dark, reddish oily film on top of the broth. Here the broth is very clear, and the lack of color, if you will, makes it look bland, even though it doesn't taste bland. You know what I mean? Perhaps that's just the way BBH is prepared in the region of Dong Ba, which is the name of this restaurant. Of course, I'm just guessing. Anyway, highly recommend. You'll never guess where we're at right now. Texas chicken. That's right, Texas chicken.
at the landmark 81 shopping center. It's only our second day in Saigon, and my boys are having a craving for American food already. Just kidding. My boys actually are big fans of fried chicken, be it American or Asian flavor. They just love fried chicken and would never pass up an opportunity to try a new style. And since we never had Texas chicken before, we must try. My boys, the fried chicken experts, say it's good and wouldn't mind coming back for more. So, highly recommend. It's dinner time, and I find myself at Lot Phuong restaurant. It's a hole-in-the-wall type of restaurant. Actually, it's even more hole-in-the-wall than I expected. The tables are small, the plastic stools are tiny, and if you're 6 feet tall, like my boys, you're not going to have a very pleasant dining experience. As far as food's concerned, the bolalo is the only item on the menu worth ordering. If you're not the hole-in-the-wall type of diner and prefer a more elegant environment, you may want to skip this one.